me 5 noticeable signs that you can identify an antichrist spirit in a preacher or in a church. How can you quickly identify that? Like, help those that are watching, like, to know, like, hey, this is not God, this is the antichrist. How can they quickly 5 good signs that they can identify?
Number one, they never preach the cross, burial, and resurrection. Never. You rarely
Mm,
hear them talk about the cross, burial, and resurrection of Jesus. They're always going to talk about gifts, anointing, miracles, because the
mm,
focus becomes the power and the presence of the sensational of how you feel
okay.
versus what you're getting on the inside of growth.
Self-denial.
So yeah, exactly. Self-denial,
Mm,
or picking up your cross and following Jesus, or
all right.
so that's one. Number two,
That's
you'll
good.
never find discipleship in the church. You'll never find it.
Okay.
That's how you know an antichrist spirit came in, because discipleship is not happening. I'm not talking about having mentors and stuff in church. I'm talking about real hardcore discipleship. Discipleship in the Hebrew means taught or train one. There's no real training in your purpose. No, it's about the vision of the house, but it has nothing to do with your purpose. The antichrist spirit is there. Number
Mm,
three, there's a lack of genuine presence. What do I mean? You have an encounter, but when you wake up, you're still the same. When you get up, you still have your issues. You still have struggles that's maybe have heightened. At night, you're being tormented. There's spirits and that come to you and hold you down. And in the night, after you had an encounter at church, and you still can't explain what's going on with you, even though you're having these spiritual and quote unquote experiences in the church. That's the antichrist spirit. Number four is all about the leader. We like to call that Jezebel, but that's the antichrist, where it's only about the leader. It's about the leader. They're the only one that can really use their gifts. They're the only one that can focus and their time. They're the only ones that can preach. They're the only ones where the everyone just have to cater and bow down to one specific leader.
mm,
Antichrist has always been the type where it's only one leader that's rules and make you have a false sense of protection and unity, but it's really not. And then last but not least, there's an absence of the fear of God. Anything
mm.
goes in the Antichrist church. Homosexuality to adultery, fornication. The preacher has 30 kids in the church with all the women. It's not even just the males, but the women are promiscuous. They have the worship leaders, the bands. No one holds no one's accountable. Like anything goes. There's a lack of fear of God. The Antichrist is in the church, and they could be
Mm.
jumping, shouting, talking about Jesus all day, but it's still pulling everyone who comes in contact with that ministry further and further away from God to where they lose themselves.